Good afternoon, grade 8s. Welcome back. We are moving on to question 1.2, and the instruction is calculate with reasons once again the values of x in the following figures. In each of the following figures, bereken die waarde van x in elk van die volgende figure met redes. So we've got 1.2.1 up to 1.2.4 first, and you can see, of course, that this now deals with triangles, geometry of 2D shapes. 1.2.1 then, we need to calculate the value of x in that triangle ABC. So in triangle ABC, we of course identify that there's angle A of 66 degrees. Dan het ons hoek B. Daar is symbool by hoek B natuurlijk. Hierdie symbool verwys na 90 grade. So dit is 'n reghoekige driehoek. So the symbol refers to 90 degrees. They don't have to write it there. You should identify that symbol as a right angle triangle, meaning that that angle is equal to 90. En dan natuurlijk het ons hierdie hoek C, en hoek C se grootte is 2x plus 10 grade. Now, when it comes to triangles, of course, we know that there are two main properties, or basically the two basic only properties of triangles at your level, and that is the interior angles of a triangle sum up to 180 degrees. Die binnehoeke van 'n driehoek som op na 180 grade. Met ander woorde, as ek die drie hoeke van enige driehoek bymekaar tel, dan moet ek 180 grade kry. If I add up the interior angles of any triangle, my answer must be 180 degrees. Then the other property of triangles is to do, or has to do with the exterior angle of a triangle, which we will look at a bit later. So for 1.2.1, using my property of triangles, I can say that 66 degrees plus 90 degrees plus 2x plus 10 degrees. So I'm adding up all those three angles, and they must be equal to 180 degrees. And the reason, of course, remember, we are busy with geometry, so there's always statement, reason. That's the structure of your answers, statement and reason. So the statement is the mathematical statement you made, the equation, and the reason is angles of a triangle. Now, some of you are more comfortable writing or saying interior angles of a triangle. You can sort of mix this up in a few ways. It is an abbreviation, but if you write angles of triangle in that way, you will get the mark, because we can, identify or recognize that you know what you are talking about. In Afrikaans natuurlijk kan ons sê hoeke van driehoek. Weereens, baie van julle is meer gemaklik om te sê binnehoeke van 'n driehoek, en dit is 100%. So solving the equation, we of course are wanting to add up all the numbers and take it over to the right hand side, or subtract it from the left hand side basically. So I will have 2x, and then I'm going to add up 66 plus 90 plus the 10 degrees, and that gives me a total of 166 degrees, and that of course is all equal to 180. I will then subtract 166 from both sides. I will get then 2x is equal to 180 degrees minus 166, and that gives me 14 degrees. Now please remember, you are not wanting to solve for 2x, you want to solve for x, so you still need to divide both sides by 2. So ons deel beide kante met 2, en ons kry 14 op 2 is 7 grade. So x is gelyk aan 7 grade vir 1.2.1. Reg, so 1.2.2, ons het driehoek ABC, en eerstens moet ons altyd die diagramme in meetkunde bestudeer. So met ander woorde, voor ons inspring en 'n klomp berekeninge doen, moet ons net seker maak ons verstaan na wat ons kyk. So hierdie is driehoek ABC, en natuurlik moet ons soek vir kenmerke. So in hierdie geval het ons hierdie simbole op lyn AB en lyn AC, of sy AB en sy AC, en daardie simbole is nie ewewydig nie. Dit verwys nie na ewewydige lyne nie, dit verwys nou na gelyke lyne. Dit is gelykheid. It is referring to equality. So dit is gelykheid AB of sy AB is gelyk aan sy AC. So if I had to write that out, it's AB, side AB is equal to side AC. That is what those symbols mean. Those two sides are equal. And we know, of course, that that is then associated with isosceles triangles, where the sides or legs are equal to each other. And then, of course, we know it follows that the base angles, and the base angles, of course, would be angle B and angle C. They are equal to each other. Ons weet dat die basishoeke, die hoeke hieronder, hoek B en hoek C, is gelyk aan mekaar. So ons weet dat hoek B is gelyk aan hoek C. En dit is omdat hierdie is 'n gelykbenige driehoek. So isosceles triangle, gelykbenige driehoek, ABC is gelykbenige driehoek. En ons weet dan dat hoek B is gelyk aan hoek C, so dit is waar ons afskop. Ons kan dan sê dat X is gelyk aan 36 grade. So X is equal to 36, and the reason for that is angles opposite equal sides. That is the reason. In Afrikaans is dit hoeke teenoor gelyke sye. Now, that reason is or has been a bit of a challenge for some of you to remember, and when that happens, you forget how it's written, and you just sort of default to writing isosceles triangle, or you write that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. That reason is accepted in grade 8. I think you can still get away with it, but I would really strongly advise that you get used to using that reason. That's a bit messy, but yeah, it is angles. So just to point out again, so it is these angles, and they are opposite those equal sides, angles opposite equal sides, and that is why that particular wording is used. And of course here, there's nothing else to do. We have solved for x is equal to 36, daar is niks meer om te doen nie. U is klaar. Dit is 'n 2-punt vraag. Jy sal natuurlik 'n punt kry vir x gelyk aan 36 en natuurlik jou rede.